Hello my friends in the forest, and welcome to my humble van life kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make Ramson capers. I went yesterday harvesting them, as maybe you better know them as wild garlic.
I'm just gonna zoom in a little on. Don't focus on me. Yes, exactly.
See, so when you have the wild garlic, we normally use the leaves, right, for pesto and all sorts of stuff, but you can also use the pods or the seed pods. So they are coming just after the flower. So when they get those small beautiful white flowers, and after that you will see those green tiny pods. Seeds. Can I zoom? Yes, I can. So we're gonna make that today. And like I said, I went harvesting a lot. We need around 300-400 grams of these. We need to take the stems off, so we're only gonna use the small pods. And what I love so much about these ones, that they actually contain 20 to 30 times more C vitamin than, for example, lemons. We now make capers of these ones. We have them for winter time, right? And we can then get our C vitamins from them. And yeah, and what else am I very excited about is like harvesting something from your local area, right? We always go to the supermarket and buy a lot of stuff or import things from other countries, but this is actually something we have here. I'm from Denmark, and it's in Denmark. I've been harvesting them in the forest, and I love to eat more local, so we don't have such a big carbon footprint. Anyways, enough about it, let's get to it. Oh, and before we're getting to it, so what we need is, of course, a bunch of these. A glass I have for 700 grams. And then we also need salt for today, because this is a 2-video process, because we're gonna first of all rinse them, clean them, take the stem off, put salt, and then put them in this glass. And then after 1 month we are gonna put some water and vinegar to it, and that's where the next process starts. So this video will only be the beginning part, and if this is way in the future, you can already click the link up here for the next part of the video or for the rest of the recipe. But for now you have to wait 1 month for the next video, for the next step of capers making. So now it's time to get to it. For now I haven't proper cleaned them yet, because I just want to wait till I take them all off. But yeah, so you only want to get those small ones. So yeah, so you only want them small tiny balls. Yeah, that's the one you want. And I don't think there's any big trick to it, and just to do it and getting them all off here. It's quite a process. You can probably listen to a podcast while doing it. I don't want to bother you much with this process, just looking at my fingers. You can get starting with yours. You in 300 grams. Okay, let me just see if this is easier. I think I'm gonna go with this one. In the process of cutting them off, there will be a little bit of stem left on the bowls. I wanted to say, so the wild garlic leaves you harvest in springtime, at least here in Denmark, and the wild garlic seeds or pods or whatever you want to call them, you harvest now, and it's June, mid-June here. So that's a good time to harvest them. And I wanted to say that I harvest those ones not yesterday but the day before, and just was hanging in them in my bag where there can be air in it. And what I recognize is like all the bugs and small flies and everything actually left or probably died. Yeah. in there. So I would also just harvest them now, and that's why I also make this video number 1, right? Because we need to harvest it now, and then because that's the only time of the year. Harvest it now and then let them be in a bag or something for 2-3 days just to get the bugs out of the harvest. Okay, keep on doing my work, working 9 to 5. Admit, I got my handsome husband to help me making the last pots, but now they're all there. I haven't cleaned them yet. I want to weigh them first. So let's see how many we have in here. I have everything in this kitchen. Good. So I have 240 grams of wild garlic seed pods, and just want to show you this as well, because now I'm going to clean them. And behind this beautiful lid we have nothing. Time to just really clean it well. So the next thing we do is figuring out how much salt we need. I'm just gonna use some normal like sea salt for this, and I'm just gonna get my calculator. So we had 240 grams of wild garlic pods, and then we divide that through 3 to figure out how much salt we need in there. So here is like 80 grams of salt for 240 grams of wild garlic pods. It's 1 part salt for every 3 parts of wild garlic in this recipe. Now I'm gonna mix this together, and we're gonna then put it into the jar. And of course it weighs a little bit more now after I have rinsed them because of the water. But we still count with 240. And then I'm just gonna put it on 0 and add my 80 grams of salt. Did you really see that? Okay, so that was a bit quick. That's fine too. I don't think anybody is gonna die from having a little too much salt. And I'm just gonna mix this well together. So excited for this. Cool. So I'm putting this into the jar. I just have one question for you. Comment down below. Are you a messy cook as well? Sometimes I have my things everywhere. I try to keep it clean today. That also goes for your jar. Keep it clean. It has to be really dry and everything like that. And yeah, in with wild garlic capers and the salt. And I really want the jar to be perfectly full, to not have any air in here. And it's almost like this is meant to be. Just look at that. Fraction! Doo-doo! La la la. It makes me so happy. And look at this. Perfect. Okay. Then you put the lid on and make sure there's no air inside. And then you're gonna put this in the fridge, put a date on, you know, you like put a little marker on and put a date on when you made this, and then or set a time on your phone. I would probably do that. I'm just gonna put on my phone what date I made this, and then once a week you're gonna shake it. Yeah, and otherwise you keep it in the fridge, and once a week when you just see it, you can just give it a shake. And then after 1 month I will see you again to the second part of this video, where we finish up this recipe of wild garlic cabbage. Wild garlic capers. Okay, cool, my friends in the forest. I'm so excited for this, and I cannot wait to taste it. And tell me how it goes. If you have any questions, just put them in the comment sections down below. And yeah, see you next time.